Hello, this is Drew Rinflesh, Suburban Hennepin County Organizer with the Beacon Interfaith Housing Collaborative. The purpose of our Inreach is to build power through relationship. We are growing our base of people who share our values and are motivated to take action. This is what we can do with 1,000 one-to-ones or more. Our teams are identifying new people who may be motivated to get more involved with Beacon, and congregation members are connecting with one another, regrounding in mission and that sense of community. And we're having fun. With practice, we hope you'll find you gain energy and clarity that comes from the deep appreciation and solidarity we find with one another through one-to-one visits. The Inreach this fall began on September 1st and will run through November 10th. We hope to train 150 leaders like you in 30 congregations who will then have those 1,000 conversations or more across the metro area. By December, we will get ready to show up stronger than ever before for the legislative session and our work in local communities. Currently, we're in the stage where congregations are preparing to launch this effort, or they have just begun. Each congregation has a team of coordinators. They are communicating with the congregation and finding ways to connect you, the visitors, with members who would volunteer an hour to be visited and share their thoughts with you. In the fall, when we've finished our one-to-ones, we all will be invited to gather to share with one another and our clergy what we've learned, and then again with the collaborative. The notes that are being entered after each conversation will be shared back with the collaborative at that point. So what's the role of visitors in these one-to-ones? You are the listener, but not a passive listener. We listen 70% of the time and relate 30% of the time. This 30% of the time is through questions and follow-up. 70% of listening to the visitee sharing as we watch for what excites people and what they may be leaving out. It's okay to take a risk and follow up. Remember, people can always say they'd rather not talk about something. Now, there's a list of questions that can help move the conversation deeper to help understand a visitee's self-interest. Remember to go back to your visitor guides. You will take notes on some things as you learn them and input them into our easy-to-use online forum. You will also participate in debrief sessions to share what you observed over the course of your conversations that will become useful learnings for your congregation and the collaborative as a whole. Remember, it is not an imposition to ask people to share about themselves. They have already agreed to be there. It is a gift to offer people this listening and to invest your time helping others clarify what matters to them most. Remember to start your conversations with an introduction, thanking the person for taking the time to meet with you. Then get into those 4 sections we covered in the training. Those 4 sections are the person, their congregation, the issue of housing in their community, and the wrap-up. Now the wrap-up, that's again when you thank the person for their time and go through those yes/no questions about Beacon-related asks. Remember, the asks are related to Beacon action alerts, monthly newsletters, a follow-up contact from a Beacon leader at their congregation, and other opportunities relating to sharing their stories or experiences around homelessness. So what now? Going forward, get familiar with the questions from the visitor guide so you feel confident. Do another practice interview for a full 45 minutes and evaluate how it went. If you have more questions, once you get going, check in with your coordinators, check in with an organizer, or drop in for support at our midpoint meeting dates each month.